Hey Bulls, what's going on? It's the Sherpa. It's the Stock Sherpa. It's the Easter Sunday Stock Sherpa watching PGA here in the background. Hopefully y'all can't hear it. Got some good trades for you. Hopefully we can get your accounts to rise on a day like today. Hey, first off, straight up, sorry about the trades last week. It was too early on SOXL. I ended up rolling my options. I know some of you guys are still holding. I think if we can catch an update on Monday or Tuesday, you could still exit without getting totally screwed. I rolled mine to the maze. And then I made it up to you with the ERX trade. So let's get to work. Let's make this shit easy. The theme of today is going to be let's make it an easy trade. Let's make it an easy week. Again, this is April 17th or 18th now. So it's Easter Sunday, 2022. By the way, thank you, Bulls. I got 22 or 23 new followers and a couple new paid subscribers. So thank you. You know who you are, but also thank yourself. You're going to be growing your accounts and you're going to be making that money. So let's see what the screen looks like here. It looks a little bit inception-y, doesn't it? All right. So anyway, yeah, there's that ERX trade I was talking about. If you didn't close it and you're still holding on, you're probably killing it. So on the 13th, sent that one out. I made an easy 21% actually. And then take another look at the Sherpa's list. For all you guys who are not subscribed but still follow my stuff, this is what you get when you're a paid member. You can get all of the trades that I'm making, the Sherpa's list. You can see some of the trades that we're rocking with there. You can also see some company analysis. But anyway, I'm going to go to this archive here. We're about to publish this. So if you sign up as a paid subscriber today, you'll get this as well. But here we are. This week's game plan, SOXL. That's the one we lost on last week. If I loved it last week, I love it even more this week. FAS, kind of same thing. I've been touting this one for a long time. This one's going to pop, especially with bank earnings being last week. The bank earnings were actually pretty good last week, but all the news and all the wind was sucked out of the market in the form of just those crazy inflation number, 8.9%. So we're going to trade like Warren Buffett on TLT puts. I know I'm speaking another language right now, but trading like Warren Buffett entails back in the 80s, Warren Buffett saw that hyperinflation was coming, and the way he made money was buying or selling short the price of U.S. Treasury notes. When rates go up, the price of notes goes down. So if you can short them by selling puts on them, or in his case, collateralizing them and selling them to someone else, we're going to do it using puts on TLT. So this will be really good for all you guys who follow me to learn. But yeah, there again, straight up, I tell you guys my trades. I lose money on the trades that you lose money on, and that SOXL was one of those. So I'm terribly sorry. I apologize. That's how this game is. It's a man's game. If you're scared, get a dog, as I always say. But we also had the winner on ERX, which was really nice to get back in the batter's box and get a good base hit. So if I was early, let's keep rolling, and now you can basically benefit off of the loss that I had there. So shorting the treasury just like Bucket. Let's look at the news. The news doesn't have much other than kind of the same old sad song and dance, the same sad story. It looks like things are heating up even more than they already were in Kyiv, as well as this Mariupol place. We also have some stories about Kabul. We have Disney getting whipsawed over its stance in Florida. That's a bit interesting, but basically the reason I look at these is what's the rattlesnake? What's going to bite us? There's nothing here that's the rattlesnake. That's what's going to bite us. When do rattlesnakes bite you? When you're not looking for them. So there's nothing big on here, and that kind of makes me feel like, yeah, a little too quiet, right? Second, on Market Watch, we have stocks tanking for the first quarter. Research shows that there should be a reversal by the end of June. I'm aware of this. This is published in the Stock Traders Almanac that I always tout. If you don't have one of these, go buy one of these. Buy it from my website, everbullish.com. Shameless plug and shout out there. But we also have mortgage rates soaring to the highest level in over a decade. We have a couple other things going on. Larry Fink is only half right about globalization ending, whatever. Larry Fink, BlackRock, it's a Titanic. It's too big to stare. I'm not scared. We're going to look at the sectors. We're going to get straight to the trades. This is going to be an easy one. This is going to be an easy trade. Sherpa, baby. The Sherpa sector, baby. Sherpa Sunday sector, baby. Here we are. Materials made money last week. Industrials basically went flat last week. Energies were flat last week. Staples were flat last week. And then the real loser was technology. So if that was down almost 4%, and I'm on the 3-time sector of the of the semiconductors, which is SOXL, you can imagine I was down 12%. And then remember, I was optioned and levered out, so I was really down more like 45%. So I don't love that loss. If we were singing the same tune on the other side of this, we would be a lot more bullish, a lot more happy. And that's where I think we're going to go this week. So I think we'll get that money back straight up. 1 month, energy is the best returning. Financials and consumer information technology are the worst returning. What am I telling you to buy? FAS, which is the financials, which is the 3 times on the bank. SOXL, which is the 3 times on the semiconductor, which is IT. My strategy is real simple there. It makes sense. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 14 years. This one is kind of big for me. This financials here being down negative 6.6% over the last 6 months in a raising rate environment, when banks are most poised to be the sector that makes the most money. Really easy hypothesis. Here it is. I love FAS, which is on the banks. Notice the lagging performance. Already talked about that. Remember, subscribe to the Sherpa.substack.com and you get this printout as well instead of having to watch on YouTube. You get also a lot of other cool free content as well as my trades. So go buy that shit. $20 a month, $200 a year, with the clearly stated goal of being the #1 Substack on the internet in trading. And I'm number 5 right now in less than 6 months. Same story for SOXL. I've already explained that one, but look at that chart. If you ever want to know what a chart that's about to pop looks like, take a look at that RSI right around 30. The rule for the Sherpa is when it hits 30, don't think, just buy. And I did that last week. We all lost a lot of money on that one. Rolled them to the maze. It'll make that money back again. And, just thinking that we maybe get to kind of like this midpoint first resistance at the top of this green line right here would be somewhere around 40. If my $30 options for May 30th hit 40 sometime in the next couple weeks, I will be looking at about a 200% return most likely. And so will you. The treasury trade on an OG bull that has guinea pigged. So I have a good friend of mine. Her name is Allie Swart, and she lives in the Pittsburgh area. She's a big, high, powerful certified financial planner. So go check her page out. I'll put the link down here. But we actually started at Fidelity almost 13, 14 years ago at the same time. And we have been friends ever since. And we've both kind of developed our careers together. She went one route, I went the other. She's the planner and I'm the trader. So she started trading and she's also one of my OG bulls. Anyway, I say that to say this, one of the smartest people I know. And we were running ideas by, she's a bit more conservative than me. And when I'm trying to let it fly, she's trying to kind of rein it in. But we talked about what Warren Buffett did, what I mentioned before, which is short the price of the treasury and use TLT. TLT is an ETF that owns 20 to 30-year notes. So when we look, this is the yield curve from 1 month to 30 years. And we look here, this is the treasury yields last year. This is the treasury yields this year. And what's happening here is notes, as rates are expected to rise, we can expect this to go up. This whole chart here, this whole line is going to move upwards, meaning that the yields are going to move up to 4%, 5%, 6%, right? Well, if that happens, what's going to happen to the price of those bonds? Why would anybody want to buy a bond that's yielding 3% when they can wait a year and buy one that's yielding 6%? The price of those bonds is going to go down. They're going to have to sell them at a discount. Anyway, I don't want to make this difficult to understand. Basically, I'm just betting that this TLT is going to go down in price. I've made a couple trades on this and cashed on every single trade on it. I saved it from sharing with you guys only because I wanted somebody to guinea pig it and somebody with big money, and that's Allie, ACP. Shout out ACP. But finally, here we are. So if you just look over the last 3 months, we've got the price of this thing going from 147 down to 119. And if rates keep going up, the yield's just going to keep falling. So real simple bulls. By the way, here's some of the trades. She said, one of the most profitable trades she's been doing is shorting TLT. She kind of talks about it there. And that's what we talked about. And she was nice enough to put Ever Bullish on here because that's what we do. We all bulls help each other. Bulls uplift each other. And I got a couple hundred of you bulls out there. And I want to get a couple hundred more. So again, tell a friend, tell a stranger, tell a neighbor, $200 a month, $20 a month, $200 a year. You'd be helping me out. I'm graciously not too proud to beg. Please subscribe to my Substack. And then these are the trades that I like. So if these trades make you money, go subscribe to the Substack. You're going to make a couple $100 on your first trade anyway, and then you'll have me for the rest of the year. You do get my cell phone number. I text with bulls all day, every day, and I'm here professionally trading, and I'm here to talk about anything. I don't care how little or small. I'll show you how to open up a brokerage account. I'll show you how to do crazy, iron condor option down butterflies with 7 different legs on them. I can do it all. I can tell you how to do it all. I don't see why this isn't more popular, but I'm not stopping now. So the ones that I like the May 27s at $3.20. And then I like the June 17th at 120. Remember, we're buying puts now. We're not selling anything. We're buying the puts. So we're going to make money when the price of this drops. So for this 120, we're going to need it to drop below 117 or 116.80 to be in the money. And when that happens, we're going to be in the money big time. So that's it. Let it be an easy trade. Let it be an easy up week bulls. I suggest these trades as always. And please help me again, thesherpa.substack.com. If you've been following me for a long time, it's time to pony up. And again, I am begging you, please be the pure person that helps me get over the edge and gets me to the #1 trading Substack in the world. This is my passion. I walked away from a multiple high 6-figure a year job so that I could teach the internet. And I did this for passion, and I didn't do this for money. And now it's time to do it for both. So AFG, LFG, LGR, the Sherpa, baby.